The agricultural industry is demanding changes to the country's biosecurity system as concerns grow about whether the Varoa mite infestation in New South Wales can be contained. The industry wants importers to share the cost of cleaning up when a pest finds its way into the country. Nicole Asher reports.
These almond trees in Victoria's northeast are weeks away from flowering. When that happens, thousands of bees will be needed to pollinate the orchard. But the arrival of the deadly Varoa destructor mite on Australia's east coast means New South Wales beehives won't be available to do their important work.
That's potentially a $500 million hole in the almond industry's productivity this year.
It's the second time in 4 years the industry has faced this problem. In 2018, Varoa was found and contained at the Port of Melbourne.
We don't cause the problem, but we seem to have to pay for the problem.
A biosecurity imports levy was recommended by an independent review of the system 5 years ago, but it was never introduced. Growers want a levy back on the table.
The importing industry would pay a higher cost recovery levy, and especially if they can see the improvements in trade facilitation.
Australia's ports are the danger point for invasive pests making their way into the country. The number of containers moving in and out of seaports is expected to more than double within 10 years, bringing with it more risk.
We're just seeing constant breaches of new pests and diseases and weeds. And so I think if we want to design a system that really is ready for 2030, we need to improve the funding. We need long-term sustainable funding.
Some bugs can survive in shipping containers for up to 6 years. The industry suggests keeping tabs on where containers have been over long periods of time will help to identify which ones pose a threat. A similar contact tracing theory is now being applied to beehives in Victoria. A permit system has been introduced for beekeepers moving hives this pollination season.
With the permitting system, we'll be able to do any tracing work if we need to, if we end up with a detection of Varoa here in Victoria.
A billion-dollar industry is relying on that being enough. Nicole Asher, ABC News, Melbourne.